Welcome to today's deep dive. When you decide to learn a new skill, you usually picture this flawless end result, right? Like building a house.
Oh, yeah. You're immediately drawing up blueprints for this massive, intricate mansion.
Exactly. But if you're stranded in the woods, trying to build a mansion on night one is just a terrible idea. I mean, you really just need a simple tent to survive the night.
Which ties perfectly into what we were looking at today.
Right, so we're exploring a beginner's speaking guide called Foundations of Fluency. And our mission today is to see how it strips away that mansion building anxiety to teach speaking lessons for absolute beginners.
Yeah, because it demands this massive psychological shift right out of the gate. It basically argues that absolute beginners need confidence in practice, not perfect grammar.
So the first major rule is like stop translating complex thoughts from your native language into English.
Yes, exactly. The text warns against trying to construct these bulky sentences. Like instead of trying to say, I would like to inform you that I'm currently engaged.
Oh, wow. Nobody talks like that anyway.
Right. But the guide tells learners to just say, I am busy now. That's it.
Ditching the mansion for a tent. That makes so much sense because, I mean, if you've ever frozen mid-sentence because you were terrified of using the wrong vocabulary word.
Yeah, is your brain hitting its cognitive limit? Yeah.
Exactly. You just freeze.
Well, actively abandoning the need for grammatical perfection instantly lowers that barrier.
Hmm.
When you try to translate a formal sentence, your brain is doing heavy lifting.
Juggling syntax and vocabulary all at once.
Yeah, and social etiquette too. Stripping it down to I am busy now frees up mental energy so you can focus on the actual goal.
Which is just communicating a fact to another person.
Exactly.
But if lowering that cognitive barrier means ditching complex grammar, what actually replaces it? Like, what materials do you use to build this tent?
So the guide supplies these highly modular functional phrases designed for daily survival. It actually introduces this persona, Ram from Nepal.
Okay, Ram from Nepal.
Yeah, he lives in Malaysia, works as a production planner. And his entire introduction is taught using really simple fill-in-the-blank templates.
Like, my name is, or I live in.
Yes. And it provides workplace-specific templates too, like I will check and I will update you, plus basic time concepts like today, tomorrow, or yesterday.
It's like having conversational Lego blocks.
Oh, that's a perfect way to put it.
Yeah, you get these small, sturdy pieces that you can just snap together depending on what you need, right?
Yes, because treating a phrase like I will check and the word tomorrow as pre-assembled Lego bricks means you completely bypass the part of your brain trying to conjugate verbs.
So you aren't doing linguistic math in your head.
Right, you're just clicking two solid pieces together. Repeating these specific functional blocks in high-frequency situations builds subconscious fluency way faster than memorizing a textbook.
Because the response becomes a reflex instead of a calculation. I like that.
Exactly.
But having a bucket of Lego bricks is only half the battle, you know? How does the guide actually want you to practice putting them together?
Well, this is where it introduces a daily application system. It prescribes just 5 minutes of speaking a day. Yeah. Repeating sentences, talking to yourself out loud.
Okay, 5 minutes seems doable.
It is. But the most striking instruction on the daily to-do list is explicitly telling the learner to make mistakes.
Wait, make mistakes on purpose? That goes against every language test I ever took in school.
I know, it sounds totally backward.
If the ultimate goal is fluency, why am I actively practicing being wrong?
Because embracing mistakes rewires the brain's approach to learning. The guide actually opens with a mantra you have to say out loud, which is, I will improve every day.
Okay, setting a positive intention.
Yeah. The fear of making a mistake is exactly what paralyzes new learners and stops them from opening their mouths.
So by explicitly writing it down as a task?
Right. By make mistakes an actual unchecked box on your to-do list, it completely removes performance anxiety.
That's brilliant. So talking to yourself for 5 minutes, unbothered by errors, just builds the physical habit of vocalizing thoughts.
Exactly. It shifts the goal from being perfectly right to just speaking.
Because speaking perfectly isn't the win, simply attempting to communicate is the win.
Right. The primary objective is getting your point across and connecting with another human being.
Yeah, complex grammar is just a luxury that comes much later.
True fluency really does begin with simple, consistent steps, not flawless vocabulary out of the gate.
Absolutely. Just pitch the tent first.
Well said.
So I want to leave you with a thought today. If simple is powerful is the secret to mastering an entirely new language, how many other areas of your daily routine are you currently overcomplicating just to sound or look impressive?
That is a really great question to ask yourself.
It really is. Maybe it's time to stop trying to build a mansion every time you communicate
Yeah.
and just focus on pitching a really solid tent.